Hello, and welcome to Impact Northwest 2020 Give a Smile event. I'm your host, Bolivia Carmichaels. On behalf of Impact Northwest and the Willamette Week Give Guide, I want to thank you for coming together to support this cause. In this especially challenging year, we are seeing friends, family, and neighbors struggling. Many of us are stepping up to meet this challenging time. Impact Northwest is one of these organizations. They are making a big impact in the community to prevent homelessness. Support from Impact Northwest can mean the difference between keeping people safe in their own homes or the traumatic experience of homelessness. To celebrate the generosity of our community to prevent homelessness, comedians and musicians will be coming together from across the Pacific Northwest to entertain you, plus some other surprises. So stay tuned throughout the night. If you're not familiar, Impact Northwest services are unique in the community because they are the largest, most comprehensive organization in the region dedicated to the mission of preventing homelessness, and it can only be accomplished with your support. To tell us more about this crucial work, we have Andy Nelson, Executive Director of Impact Northwest.
Hey everybody, thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Andy Nelson, Executive Director of Impact Northwest, and I want to tell you about something really amazing that's been happening all year long, and I'm really psyched to announce this tonight. But back in January, we launched a goal of raising $1 million for homelessness prevention. We called it our $1 million Homelessness Prevention Fund. This was before COVID. This is before we knew what kind of year we were going to be facing and how many people were going to be behind in their rent, have lost their jobs, and facing this rental eviction moratorium lift at the end of the year. Well, here's what's amazing. All year, very quietly, partners and individuals have been giving to this fund. And I'm psyched to announce that we are 90% of the way there. We have raised $900,000 to our $1 million goal. And I'm hoping that tonight we can kick off a really robust round of fundraising by the end of the year and make our goal. Now here's the thing, any level of gift will matter. $10, $100, $1,000, whatever you can do will contribute and help us get to that $1 million mark so that by the end of the year we are ready for the folks who are really going to need Impact Northwest in their lives. Thank you.
Thank you, Andy. Now on to the fun. Our first entertainer tonight is a stand-up comedian and author who has appeared on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. You might also recognize him from his appearances on Portlandia, and in 2018, he was awarded the coveted title of Portland's Funniest Person. Please give it up for Alex Falcone.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thanks. It's really nice to be here. You guys literally can't be anywhere else in the world now, but you're here with me, and I appreciate that. For those of you who've never seen me before, which I assume is most of you, I don't usually look this bad. Actually, besides my hair, the pandemic has been treating me okay. You know, like a lot of performers lost a lot of work, and I decided to beat that curve by not having anything on the calendar. It's been pretty easy, almost no difference at all. And also, my parents were supposed to visit like the first week of pandemic, and so they couldn't. So I'm doing great, actually. Things are awesome. I haven't had to clean the bathroom yet. I'm sorry if I seem kind of tired today. I did give blood a month ago, and I am exhausted from bringing it up all the time. Whew, it is getting hard to work that into conversation every day. Doing some strenuous back patting exercises every morning. Who's a hero, big guy? You're a hero. What happened was, I'll tell you the story. He's a friend of mine who's a much more successful comedian than I am. He tweeted about how he had given blood and that the people told him it was really important because donations are way down right now. And I saw that and it just really hit me. It was like, these could be my likes if I tweeted this. How dare he take all this glory? So I decided to go, and I had never given blood before. And my main takeaway from it is that it is not that bad, I guess. I don't know. I was expecting it would be way harder. Like I just felt like they took a pound of blood out of my body, and I thought I would be messed up. They took this whole thing. I was like, I'm sure I said to the guys, like, I'm sure I can't like operate heavy machinery or something. I'm not supposed to make any big decisions. Don't get married. Don't get divorced for 24 hours or something. Anyway, all he said was like, have some cookies. That was it. And then you're fine. That's the whole difference. Like, actually, what he told me was the only thing that was important for me to know after you give blood is he was like, for the rest of the day, don't exercise and don't skip any meals. I'm way ahead of you, buddy. I mean, I have a perfect 36-year run of not skipping meals and not exercising. That's the easiest medical advice I've ever gotten. That's by far the easiest prescription any doctor has ever given me. It couldn't have been easier if he was like, well, look, things are tough right now because you just gave blood, so you got to be very careful. What I need you to do is go to bed in freshly cleaned sheets. Don't clean them yourselves, obviously. Don't do your own laundry. That would be very dangerous. Have someone else clean the sheets. Just climb into bed and have a kitten fall asleep on your chest. That's what we need from you, just to be on the safe side. Tell you guys a little bit more about myself, in case you don't know about me. I have a little girl here at home, and actually that's kind of misleading, I guess. My wife is very short. That's what I meant. Yeah, my wife is short. I guess what I meant was I have a petite adult woman at home, and it's awesome. Everything's going really well. I have a whole bunch of peanut butter cups in a cabinet above the fridge. She has no idea. I also make sure all of our chairs are a little bit wobbly, otherwise she'll get up there and steal my candy. Okay. My wife and I are talking about getting a dog, unless any of you know my landlord, in which case we are not talking about that, obviously. And we did not poke any holes in the wall to hang up these posters, and we definitely are not running a hose from outside so we don't have to pay for water. I like pets. I like dogs especially. Dogs are wonderful. Dogs are like cats who can love. And actually, that makes it sound like I don't like cats. I actually think cats are kind of great. People say that dogs are an excellent judge of personality, great judge of character. But dogs love absolutely everybody. I don't know if you've met everybody, but a lot of them, I don't know. That seems too much. Dogs, like cats, hate everybody, and just statistically, that seems closer. We did. There are other pets, we talked about for a little while. Like at the beginning of the pandemic, I don't know if you remember when everybody's watching Tiger King, and they said a tiger cub only costs $2,000, and that is way less than I thought a tiger would cost. Like we didn't want a tiger, but at that price, we can't afford not to, right? That's a steal for a baby tiger. Jeez, it is weird that people like that idea, tigers, because they're like people always say when they watch tigers, they're like, oh my god, it's just like a cat, it's like playing with the ball, just like a cat. You know what else does that? A cat. And a cat will not rip your arm off. So it's sort of like we took tigers and made them portable. We already solved that problem. They would like to rip your arm off, they just can't because you're too big. That's why they wake you up at night. They're like checking to see if you're edible yet, and you're not, so then they leave you alone. $2,000 though, that's so cheap, right? That's cheaper than a French bulldog. $2,000 is the cost of like basically one French bulldog, or 2 golden retrievers, or 3 chow chows, or infinity chihuahuas. So it's a pretty good price. Yeah, chihuahuas don't cost money. I don't know if you know that. You go into an adoption place, and they are like, we're running a special deal right now. Chihuahuas, it's buy one, get as many as you can possibly handle free. The other pet I always wanted growing up, of course, was a bat. I always thought it'd be really cute to get a bat, and then I would kiss it on the mouth every day. But now I can't because of COVID. All of a sudden, that's weird. I'll tell you one last thing before I go. My wife and I are doing a lot of like Zoom hangouts with our friends. We were hanging out with these people who we've known for a very long time. It's like one of our oldest couple friends. We've been friends with them for like 15 years. And they kind of let slip on accident during a conversation that they are swingers. And so we learned two very valuable things at that point. We learned that that's what they do, and also that we are not their type. 15 years, that never came up. That is not an accident. That is a message. So, all right. I guess I'm going to leave you guys on that. I just want to say I really appreciate you guys taking the time to watch this, and also I'm just honored to be able to talk, to come here and be part of this show on behalf of Impact Northwest. I think that the crisis of homelessness in our cities is like one of the greatest failings of our wonderful, cool cities on the West Coast. And I think that anybody who's working hard, especially the way Impact is working to try to intervene before that's even necessary, I think is really, really important. And I think we are stronger together as a community. So I appreciate you supporting Impact Northwest with the Give Guide, and I appreciate you hanging out. So my name's Alex. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Thank you, Alex. That was so fun. You could really tell that the audience was into that. Hey, remember, folks, tonight is not only about smiling, but also about giving a smile. And any gift you give tonight will go a long way towards stabilizing our community members in need of assistance. Every $50 provides a food box for a family in need. $150 provides critical rides to medical appointments for homebound seniors. $300 ensures students have access to innovative skill-building classes and career coaching. $600 helps support seniors who are living alone with essential household items. $1,250 stabilizes a family of 4 with rental and energy assistance. While you go to giveguide.org/#ImpactNorthwest, I'm going to say it again. While you go to giveguide.org/#ImpactNorthwest, we're going to get back to the entertainment. Our first musical guest of the evening is a surf rock indie pop artist and street performer from the San Francisco Bay Area. He's passionate about advocating for mental health, human compassion, and on behalf of disadvantaged people in our society. So he's very glad to be sharing his music with you tonight. He will be performing with his simple street setup, making a world of sounds using just an electric guitar, a microphone, and a loop pedal. Please welcome Tom Farley.
Hey everyone, my name is Tom Farley and I'm a singer-songwriter from the Bay Area, California. I'm here to play some songs for you and I'm so excited to be here. Honestly, homelessness is something that I've had a lot of experience with helping people out of, and it's a tough position to be in. So I'm really thankful for Impact Northwest for all the work that you're doing, and I'm thrilled to be supporting such an awesome organization. This first song is an original song by me, actually. It's called Caught in the Crossfire, personal song about a lot of just mental turmoil going on at the time between family and everything, and something that I think a lot of people on this Zoom call and people that we serve experience. So excited to share that, but in an upbeat fashion. So this is Caught in the Crossfire. I don't wanna stay here, 'cause I don't want to be deployed into this mental war, and lines are getting clearer. Paint a picture of what once was a peaceful time before, and now bullets are flying everywhere, flying by, but you don't care. Your hearts are in warfare, and still the battle rages on. You say you love me, I'm still your son. I know, yes and no. I'm just caught in the crossfire. Yeah, yeah. I don't even know where all these fights came from, but now I'm numb, 'cause it's all said and done. And where I stand, there is no more ground beneath my feet. All these aspirations and foundations are fleeting me, and now bullets are flying everywhere, flying by, but you don't care. Your hearts are in warfare, and still the battle rages on. You say you love me, I'm still your son. I know, yes and no. I'm just caught in the crossfire. Yeah, yeah. Caught in the Crossfire, people. Thanks for listening. Again, really great to be here. Really glad to be supporting such a great organization like Impact Northwest. Homelessness is something that I've noticed a lot more in my community. I live in a very, I'll be honest, wealthy community in the heart of Silicon Valley, and right along this street, El Camino Real, where a lot of the buses go, there'll be people just drifting, and it's something that I've noticed a lot more since I've started actually working with homeless people recently. And so again, I'm just really glad that we can help people that are in need right now, because a lot of times, to be honest, this country kind of abandons them, and it's kind of sad and messed up. So thank you for having me. That's all. This next one's a cover. Figured we ended on a high note as usual. It's all upbeat with me, but you know, this one's a Bill Withers cover if you like Bill Withers. This one's called Lovely Day. Last song of the night. Thanks for having me, y'all. When I wake up in the morning, love, and the sunlight hurts my eyes, then something without warning, love, there's heavy on my mind. Then I look at you, and the world's alright with me. Just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day. When the day that lies ahead of you seems impossible to face, and someone else instead of me always seems to know the way, then I look at you, and the world's alright with me. Just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day. A lovely, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day. When I wake up in the morning, love, and the sunlight hurts my eyes, and something inside warning, love, bears heavy on my mind. Then I look at you, and the world's alright with me. Just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day. A lovely, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day. Lovely, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day. A lovely, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day. thank you everyone for being here. Really appreciate all of you. And thank you to Impact Northwest for having me. This is really fun. I'm glad to be here. And thank you. I hope we're doing good. I hope that y'all take the time to consider your privilege and to donate. If you're able to, you can donate your time, your money, anything, food, support, love. We can all give a little more love. So thank you everyone for being here, and have a good night. Thanks.
Wow, what a beautiful performance. Thank you, Tom. Since COVID first began to impact our community, requests for emergency support have increased fourfold. The Give Guide is one way we are working toward funding this critical mission to prevent homelessness. From now until December 31st, we are partnering with Willamette Week. Community members like yourselves can donate directly by going to giveguide.org/#ImpactNW. Let's all learn a little bit more about Impact Northwest.
Impact Northwest is a multi-pronged social service agency. Our core mission is to prevent homelessness and keep people housed and stabilize them.
We literally have thousands of folks who are one missed paycheck away from losing their housing.
I think a lot of people in Portland are very aware that there is a housing crisis and very aware that we need to do more as a community to step up and help those around us who are working hard to stay in our neighborhoods, to stay in our communities, and who just need some help to do that.
The work that Impact Northwest as a whole is doing in our community is vital. There are a lot of gaps in the services that folks are able to receive, and Impact Northwest is there to help fill those gaps and to help our community achieve self-sufficiency.
Being able to get services from Impact Northwest is amazing. They're trying to help me be stable and maintain.
This organization is doing so much for our community members. We have lots of different departments working with children, veterans, recovery. There's so many different aspects of someone's life out in the community that we are providing help and assistance to.
We really believe that people need to have the stability of, okay, I know where I'm going to go home to. I have a place for me and my family to live before they can look at any other piece of their life. That's a basic need.
Having a home has meant so much to me because growing up I didn't have a home. Without Impact Northwest, I wouldn't be here.
When people come to us, they're already presenting with a ton of grit and diligence and hard work. We're really motivated to match that. We walk with them on their journey, no matter where that is, so they can fulfill the dreams that they have for themselves and their families.
What a testament to the strength of a united community. In a year filled with challenges, it's the power of the people coming together to make an impact, to fight against the darkness, and to stand up for their neighbors. It's individuals, it's businesses, it's artists and entrepreneurs and comedians. It's people like all of us making an impact. Our next comic is a comedian and writer from Portland living in Los Angeles. In 2018, she gave a TED Talk on beauty standards, and in 2017, she was featured on Comedy Central's Roast Battle. SplitSider.com has named her a comic to watch. Please give it up for Bree Pruitt.
Hello! Thanks for watching at home. Shout out Impact Northwest, Give Guide. My name is Bree Pruitt. I am coming to you live. Nope, this is taped. Traveling through space and time from Glendale, California, where I am. To all of you at home, thank you so much for having me. Portland, Oregon is my ancestral home. I moved down here to chase my dreams, but I miss everybody. I hope everybody is well. And just shout out to everybody watching at home, whether you are in Southeast Portland, Northeast Portland, deep East Portland, and that's it. No, everybody home. I'm from Clackamas County, all the burbs, Tigard, Wilsonville, Hillsboro, Northwest Portland, Northeast Portland, the Pearl Honey, the Couve. Shout out. Not Proud Boys, but everybody else in the suburbs. We love ya. Hope you're at home, pantsless and enjoying yourselves. Yeah, I do. There's nothing pervy about this. I just think everybody should be comfortable while we're all so uncomfortable. Are you telling me I'm supposed to put on jeans and a belt to watch these nightmare debates? Forget about it. We're all going to be comfortable in the pandemic. I have the most love in my heart, the most empathy and compassion for parents right now. I respect all the respect. I am not a parent. People may oftentimes assume I'm a parent, but I just look like this. I just am 36 and tired, and I wear a lot of knits, sportswear. Parents, you got it. You're gonna make it. You're gonna be okay. I can't imagine. I do have the energy of a parent. A lot of people mistake me for that. A lot of kids assume that I am a trustworthy adult. They'll just I think it's because I'm very chubby and loving, and I usually have fruit snacks in my purse. But I'm not a parent. Kids will just, back before the pandemic, they would just follow me out of crowds, at a farmer's market or the airport, just grab the corner of my skirt, like, hey, where are we going? That's a pretty big purse. You got any fruit snacks in there? And I'm like, yeah, but they're for me. Get up, scram. And you gotta shake those kids loose before you get your smell on them, and the mother rejects them. And that's a bird joke. What else is going on? Is anybody cooking those lentils that they bought back in March? And we thought all the grocery stores were gonna run out of food, and we bought bag after bag of dried legumes. Anybody slide those lentil recipes into my DMs, okay? I need those lentil recipes. A lot of people snacking. I hope everybody is at home snacking, Some people are like, oh, I'm gaining too much weight in the pandemic. Forget it. I want you home, safe, and snacking like unsupervised babysitters out here. Unsupervised babysitters from affluent homes. In affluent homes, just handfuls of premium cereal, frozen raviolis. Get after it. I'm very body positive, as they say. I just think that nobody should be ashamed of their body. No, just the smells, in my opinion. But bodies, you gotta celebrate. If you see me do stand-up before, you know this. I'm a proud big girl. I don't have a problem with my body. No problem with this big fat butt. No issues there. The way I look at it, the bigger the backyard, the higher the property value. What's up? What's up, Portland? House flippers? Some people are like, uh-oh, did that feminist comedian just compare her body to a house? Yeah, my choice. Anyway, yeah, I've joined you. I've gained a little weight in the pando. Before I would call myself thick, thick like warm gravy. Now, 7 months into the pando, I am thick like cold gravy, right? It's a little bit thicker. Yeah, it's on. And if you've gained some weight and you feel a way about it, I understand. But I do not want to hear about it. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Do not complain about your Pando 15 because your fat friends can hear you. And we stayed 15 up, We were right there. I don't want to hear it. We got bigger fish to fry, frankly. If you do not have a voting plan, but you do have a keto meal plan, please, we're going to have words, okay? I have 2 words, front and back of my hand. Just kidding, no violence. But I do, I do want everybody to just take a breath. Don't get distracted. There's a lot going on, and we're here for a greater purpose. Not to stress about our waistline, but to support Impact Northwest, support our unhoused neighbors, okay? They are trying, Impact Northwest has got this great goal. They're trying to raise $1 million for their homelessness prevention fund. And I think they're going to do it. You know why? Because they're already at 0.6 milli. Okay? They're nearly all the milli. So I think that they're going to make it. I actually think they're going to get to 2 milli. What do you think about that? 2 million the Pando. So we support them, give generously to them. This pandemic has been extremely rough, I think, for all humans in the United States. I think, had the most support from our leaders, okay? And then when I think of what our unhoused neighbors have had to deal with more than our housed neighbors, right? Lack of access to bathrooms and hand washing and PPE and antibacterials, it is unthinkable what a lot of folks have had to go through. And the thing is, I think mutual aid and supporting each other is the only way out. And we've got to get together on this thing, gang. Get stronger together, be a united group, because our communities only function that way. And we're learning so now. This is a team effort. So give well, continue to take good care of yourselves in the pandemic. Do what you gotta do. Snack wildly. Snack like no one is watching. That's what I always say. That's what my grandmother always said. And I will just wrap up with this. I don't know if any of you are playing video games in the pandemic. It seems like a nice, safe thing to do. I've been playing a game called Animal Crossing. Had a bit of a resurgence. Vintage game had a bit of a resurgence during the pando. Animal Crossing is a game where you play. You are a little childlike character, and you live in a village with lots of little creatures, little raccoons and bears and things like that. And you can do very simple things that you may be missing in the pando, okay? You could catch a fish. You could pick a pear. It's very wholesome and it's very soothing to achieve these things in the pando. So yeah, very, very much recommend Animal Crossing. Although I do have one bone to pick, which is that in Animal Crossing you can adorn your character with fashion, and one of the things that you can put on your character is a mask. A PPE mask. From 2020, our thing. I just have a problem with that. If you don't drag the muddy footprints of 2020 through this beautiful living room in a virtual world, okay? We don't need to drag our baggage into video games. That's not for us. You don't put masks on basketball players in 2K. Those video game 2K players get to go home to their families. Anyway, my point is, don't project your insecurity onto video games or robots, or we're gonna get a Westworld. And if you don't know what Westworld is, then you haven't been watching enough pandemic television, because it's out there. Okay, that is my time. Thank you so much to Impact Northwest, everybody who's watching at home. Give deeply, Portland. We can do it together. And hope to see you all soon in a comedy club. Take care.
Wasn't Bree just fantastic? Her legal name is Angelic, and her music reflects it. The 23-year-old has always loved music and has been cultivating her talent since the 4th grade. She found writing to be a healthy outlet for her when she was feeling sad or angry. Over the last 2 years, she has recorded over 20 songs. She recently started studio recording and is working on releasing her first album. She states that writing and singing music is her therapy and is also a strong advocate for the benefits of yoga. Welcome, Angelic Noise.
Hi everybody, my name is Angelic and I'm a local Portland artist. I am super excited to do this for Impact Northwest. I have been a singer-songwriter since I even knew what that was. And I'm really excited to share with you some really personal songs from personal experiences. And I wrote this song for the beautiful city that I live in, Portland, Oregon. This song has to do with being welcome to this beautiful city and for my journey in the music career. So without further ado, Welcome to Portland is here for you. Welcome to Portland, baby. I am staying on the east side. Welcome to Portland, baby. I am staying on the west tonight. Welcome to Portland, baby. Angelic. And again, I want to give a special thanks to Jeff, who helped organize this, to DJ Zone, who helps record me, to Smoke, who makes my beautiful beats, and to Impact Northwest, where I get to perform for you. And I'm just so excited. I hope that this has encouraged you, has inspired you to donate, to help.
Oh my goodness, that was really wonderful. Hey, I mentioned surprises earlier tonight, right? It's time to announce the winner of the Give Guide November Bingo Raffle. To announce our winner and introduce our next act, let's welcome Danya from Impact Northwest's Ambassador Board.
Thank you, Bolivia, and thank you to everyone at home for tuning in to our Give a Smile event. My name is Danya Mutabagil, and I'm on Impact Northwest's Ambassador Board. I want to thank everyone who participated and contributed throughout the month of November in Willamette Weekly's Give Guide event, specifically for all donations that you made to Impact Northwest that I know will go so far in serving thousands of individuals and families to get the resources and tools necessary to stabilize and advocate for themselves. Services like youth and family services to housing, senior, and education services. So thank you so much. I want to get right to our raffle.
Impact Northwest is giving away a luxury wine and treat basket for the winner of our raffle today. The wine is gifted to us by Zevo Winery of Portland, and all the other goods are sourced from an array of local Portland businesses.
The winner of our Give Guide Big Give Day bingo is Lauren Schur. Thank you so much, Lauren, and congratulations. I also want to thank everyone who participated in our bingo. And now to our next act. He is a comedian who's living in Portland by way of South Dakota. He spent his formative years in Portland, where in 2014 he was voted the funniest person. In 2015 he was named one of the comics to watch by Splitsider, and in 2016 he was awarded the same title by Comedy Central. He's also the co-host of All Fantasy Everything. Please give it up for Sean Jordan.
Hello everybody, my name is Sean Jordan. I'm a comedian. I live in the Portland area, lived in Los Angeles for a while, and then I moved back because I don't like Los Angeles. I'm thrilled to be back in Portland, and I'm very happy to be a part of Impact Northwest fundraiser that we're all doing through Zoom right now. It's a strange time for everybody, but I'm glad that we're all figuring it out. We're figuring out ways to do things, have fundraisers virtually, which is, in my opinion, the way to do it. You know, so you don't even have to leave the house. I hope some of you don't have pants on right now. You don't even know. I don't have an undershirt on. Who's say I got pants on? We'll never know. So yeah, leave it up to your imagination. I hope everyone's doing well at home. If you want anything as far as like food or beverages, just go to your fridge and see what you got. And that's what we have to offer. So go get it. If you, normally we encourage people not to text, but if you want, go nuts. I don't care. I can't see you. Nobody can see you. So feel free to text. As I'm looking at myself, I realize that it looks like my eyes are wandering because it looks like I'm looking up. That's just me looking at myself in the phone. So anyway, I'm going to tell you a story about when I played football when I was growing up, and hopefully you think it's funny enough. It's a hilarious story. It's all very true. So when I was a freshman, right in there, I didn't have any friends. I wasn't a cool kid. I was just a nerdy skateboarder, which is fine now. I love being a nerdy skateboard kid. But back then, I wanted friends. I wanted to be the cool kid. I wanted to go to parties, stuff like that. So I tried to play football. That was my thing. I was like, cool, I'll play football. I'll I'll make friends on the football team because that's what happens in movies. And when you're 14, life is a movie. So I played football for two reasons. The first reason was to impress my dad. I really wanted my dad to think I was cool. And the second reason was to make friends. And I played football. Neither of those things happened. I was the worst football player that you've ever seen. And everybody probably has a visual of what you think a bad football player is. Just picture that was me. That's exactly what was happening. I was the kind of kid that would roll up, like dribbling the football, like, what's up, bros? Where's the football hoop at? Let's hit the gridiron. Let's get it done. So I played football, and I wasn't making any friends. I wasn't turning cool like people do when they play football. So I racked my brain. I was trying to think, what how can I show these kids on the high school football team how cool I am? How can I show them that I should be at these parties, that I should be hanging out with them and, making out with people? That's what I wanted to do. So I racked my brain, and it dawned on me one day that in high school I could do the splits, which is fantastic. If I could still do the splits, I'd be doing them right now. For all you know, I am, because you can't see my legs. I'm doing the splits with no pants on. So just live in that world right now. So in high school, I could do the splits, and I could do the splits 3 ways. Some people say that you can't do the splits 3 ways. It's a bunch of bull roar, all right? You got left leg cheerleader, right leg cheerleader, Van Dam. 3 ways to do the splits. Your boy could do all 3. I could do the splits because I was in Taekwondo for like 12 years. I was very flexible. So I thought to myself, I was like, you know what you should do? Is you should show up to football practice and show all the kids on the high school football team that you can do the splits, not 1, not 2, but 3 ways. Count them. 3 ways. Because that'll show everybody how cool. We all know how nice the kids on the high school football team are in general, right? Just a real bouquet of flowers, those young kids. But they're especially nice to the other young boys who can do the splits. That's where their real humanitarian side comes in. Now, try your best to picture this. I don't know how many of you out there played football or sports or anything. It's a very judgy situation. So picture, if you will, I walked up to football practice, and I walked up like I felt good about myself because I knew what I was going to do. I knew that I was about to drop this on them. Like, looking at them like they don't even know what's coming. I'm going to do the splits. They're all going to freak out. Before you know it, I'll be in Scooter's stepdad's Beamer going to a triple kegger. That's what I'm going to be doing. I'll be going to parties. I'm in there like swimwear. So I walked up to football practice, and I had my entire football outfit on, which in hindsight is another reason they hated me, because it's not an outfit, it's a uniform. You can't call it a football outfit. Nobody likes it when you call it an outfit. Anyway, so I walked up to football practice. I had my entire football outfit on. So just picture that. I was very skinny, wiry. I had on knee pads, thigh pads, cleats. I had on knee socks, shoulder pads, an ill-fitting jersey, because I didn't get first pick on jerseys, a helmet and a mouth guard. And I walked up, and I didn't say, hey, everybody, I'm going to do the splits in a few minutes. So mentally prepare yourselves for that. That's not what I said. I walked up, and the coolest kid on the team, Eric Johnson. He's amazing. He's a nice guy, but at the time, he was just the captain of the football team. So I walked up, and I go, hey, Johnson, check it out. Yuck. And I dropped down with no real warning, and I did the left leg cheerleader splits in front of 60 teenagers. And when I did it, I thought it was going to be cool, and I forgot that I had cleats on. So what actually happened was, I'll try to show you. I do have pants on. You're going to find out. So what actually happened was I walked up, and I just went like this. I walked up, and I go, hey, what's up? Yuck, and I kind of slammed my feet into the ground, and I forgot that I had cleats on, so then I just had to like wiggle. I had to wiggle myself into the ground. So I just walked up, and I slammed my left foot down, right? I just slammed it into the ground, and my cleats got stuck, so then I was just wiggling my feet, just wiggling like that, like a baby giraffe trying to stand up for the first time. And it took me like a full-on minute to get to the ground. And by the time I got to the ground, I really thought that I was going to get some friends. I had like veins popping out of my forehead. I was sweating. I was just visibly bummed out. And I finally got all the way to the ground. I was doing the splits in my football outfit with all my mean teammates watching. And I did not get any friends. Unfortunately, didn't get any friends. You know what I got? I got a lot of nicknames. And they weren't cool nicknames is the thing. They weren't like Heat Wave or Hang Time or Overdrive or something fun like that. It was more like what you're thinking, mean, shame on you kid stuff. So I remember I quit football. That was my last day on the gridiron. And I remember telling my dad that I was going to quit. That was one of those things that I didn't want to tell my dad. He was one of those people you didn't want to upset. I remember telling my dad, I go, hey dad, check this out. I'm going to quit football. I did the splits at practice yesterday. I don't ever want to talk about it. This never needs to happen. And he got all bummed out. He goes, well, but I'm kind of disappointed I didn't raise a quitter. That's what he said to me. And I looked down, and I felt bad about myself. I got this feeling in my gut, and I was like, you know what, you're right. So I puffed up my chest, and I looked I looked my dad right in the eyes, and I go, you're right, Dad. You know what? You didn't raise a quitter. Mom raised a quitter. All right, come on. I'm out. And then I quit the football team. So that was a story from my youth. There are many more, but I figured hopefully that was entertaining enough for everyone to laugh at me, or with me, or whatever. We all have embarrassing things that happen. I was really happy to be a part of this. I was really happy when they asked me to do it, because Impact Northwest is doing amazing things. You should donate, and trust me, I don't have a lot. I don't have a lot, but I'm going to donate what I can, especially in the midst of a pandemic. It's such a global crisis, and thankfully, comedy has afforded me the luxury of being able to support certain things here and there. And it's very nice, because I didn't used to be able to do that. I was never homeless by any means. I've always had a very solid network, but I was raised by a single mother, and my dad was gone, the aforementioned father. He left when I was 6 months old, kind of left my mom hanging, and so she raised me. And for a lot of the time, we were in like a 1-bedroom apartment most of my life, so there were times I didn't have a room. We just didn't have anyone to help. And I know that there's people that are much worse off than that, who desperately need the help, who deserve the help, and I don't make myself cry. What they're doing in Impact Northwest is extremely important, needs to be done, and anything you have, anything at all, will help. Anything that you can donate, it all helps. $1, $100, whatever. A united community is powerful, and we are stronger together. That is absolutely true. So please just do what you can. I'm thrilled to be a part of it. And thank you so much. I hope the rest of the show goes swimmingly. But again, donate. Do anything you can do. If you can't donate, spread the word. Maybe you have some rich friends. I have some rich friends. I hit them up all the time. Normally it's for like Taco Bell, things like that. But if it's a good enough cause, hit them up, let them know. You can share it on social media. Do anything you can. It's people helping people, and that is what we need more than anything in the world, all the time. It's what we should be doing. So everybody who's watching this, your heart's in the right place. I thank you personally, and I'm proud to be a part of it. And I hope you enjoy the rest of the event. My name's Sean Jordan, and thank you for your time. Enjoy.
Sean is exactly right. What Impact Northwest does is extremely important, and we can only do it with your help. Please contribute anything you can to the mission of Impact Northwest. Like Sean said, call your rich friends. Help us get to that $1 million goal. You can donate by going to giveguide.org/#ImpactNW. Once again, thank you to everyone joining us tonight. I hope you are all having as much fun as I am. Our final entertainer of the evening was born in Beaverton, Oregon, and is currently the head writer for CBS's The Late Late Show with James Corden. He has written for the 2017 and the 2018 Grammy Awards, and as well as the 2016 Tony Awards. His work on Carpool Karaoke when Corden met McCartney live from Liverpool won him an Emmy in 2019. He is also the host of the podcast All Fantasy Everything. Please give it up for Ian Carmel.
Hey everyone, it's Ian Carmel, coming to you from in front of the only wall in my house that isn't covered in either Trailblazers memorabilia or monuments to my own ego. I may be here in Los Angeles, but I will be an Oregonian until the day I die. I grew up in Beaverton, and then I moved to Portland, pretty much as soon as I realized that I lived in Beaverton. We're very lucky to call Portland home. We really are. Even with everything going on right now, even with wildfires raging and cable news hosts lying about our city, and even with the realization that Fred Armisen didn't really love us, he was basically just using us for showbiz tax shelter purposes. But even with all that, we're so lucky to call Portland home. Think about it. We could live in Phoenix. Really let that land for a second. We could live in Phoenix, Arizona. Chilling. It's chilling. Anyway, one of the biggest non-sandwich related reasons that I love Portland so much is the sense of neighborhood and togetherness that the Rose City has. When I first started comedy, I could feel it. Your favorite baristas and bartenders and bicycle mechanics would each pay $5 to come see your show, only so you could turn around and then spend that same money at their coffee shops and bars and bicycle shops that you only went to because one of the guys working there sold weed out of the back. I started comedy like 10, 11 years ago, so back then weed was still illegal. Well, it was legal for white people, but, you know, it was illegal. Yeah. I digress. I'm getting away from myself. It was that spirit of neighborhood that makes us great. It makes Portland great. And Impact Northwest is helping care for our most vulnerable neighbors, unhoused people. And that's what they are, people. They're not the homeless. They're not the homeless. The homeless sounds like a race of orcs sent by an evil wizard that would be played by like an esteemed British stage actor who was trying to buy a second house. You know, he's like, yeah, I got a place in Spain. That's why I did the orc movie. They're not the homeless. That's what I'm saying. They're people. They're people. They're military veterans and artists. There are aunts and uncles and siblings and childhood friends who we lost touch with. They're people who were dealt a bad hand. Oftentimes way more than just one bad hand. They're people. And we're lucky not to have been dealt those same bad hands, and we're even more lucky that tonight we're in a place where we can help them. And we must. We really must. One way to help is to donate to Impact Northwest. This wonderful organization and these wonderful people are doing the work that we can't do alone. And they're doing it in a big way. 25,000 people each year are engaged in Impact Northwest stabilizing and strengthening services. 74%, I don't want to get that wrong, 74% of homeless clients gain permanent housing by the time they exit Impact Northwest programs. They help families, kids, seniors, and everyone in between. So tonight, give a little, give a lot, give whatever you got, anything you can spare. Let's tell those not in my backyard people that the only thing we don't tolerate in our backyard is a place that isn't compassionate and empathetic and working every day to help our neighbors. Help Impact Northwest do that and make your impact. Go Blazers.
What a perfect way to close the show. Thank you everyone for spending your evening with us. We hope you not only had a great time and a lot of fun, but we also hope you enjoyed learning about Impact Northwest. You can continue learning about Impact Northwest by going to impactnw.org. Once again, you can donate to the important work Impact Northwest is doing by going to giveguide.org/#ImpactNW and help make a contribution toward the Homeless Prevention Fund. Remember, there is strength in a united community. You showing up tonight is proof of that. We are less than $250,000 away from reaching our $1 million goal, and you can help us get there. It's individuals, it's businesses, it's artists, and it's entrepreneurs and comedians. It's people like all of us. I'm so grateful to be part of this shared community. Thank you, everyone, and have a great night.